Today I'm going to explain the second episode of Tales of Herding Gods Donghua. The episode starts with us seeing the village chief asking the poison master if he has collected the blood of the four spirits: Heavenly Dragon, White Tiger, Vermilion Bird, and Black Turtle. The poison master explains that they couldn't get the blood of the actual four spirits, so instead they collected blood from their descendants, the Azure Python, Iron Bone Tiger, Thunderbird, and Golden Turtle, which is sufficient for creating spirit blood. Meanwhile, we see Mu Shen looking terrified as he watches these spirits. The blind elder tells him not to be afraid of them. The elders then kill these spirits and extract their blood. After this, the poison master uses his powers to refine the blood. Seeing this, Mu Shen asks Grandma what they're doing, and she tells him that they're going to help with his soul awakening. The village chief then tells Mu Shen that his soul awakening will happen next, so he needs to listen carefully. The village chief explains that the human body contains 7 divine treasuries: first soul, second energy, third mind, fourth 7 stars, fifth celestial being, sixth life and death, and lastly divine bridge. All these treasuries are naturally sealed by barriers, and practitioners must break these barriers themselves. This is the first real step in cultivation. Hearing this, Mu Shen asks the village chief if this refined blood will help him break the barriers of his divine treasuries. The village chief confirms this, saying that if the barriers don't open, his soul won't awaken, which means he won't be able to cultivate. The village chief then mentions that some people are heaven's favorites and their souls awaken at birth. Next, the village chief asks all the elders to show their spirit bodies. The first elder displays his heavenly dragon spirit body, then the second elder shows his vermilion bird spirit body. The blind elder reveals his black turtle spirit body, and Grandma demonstrates her white tiger spirit body. The poison master explains that Mu Shen also has one of these 4 spirits, and to awaken it, he needs to drink the blood of all 4 spirits. The elders give him the spirit blood to drink, and they're all excited to see what type of spirit body Mu Shen possesses. Initially, everyone thinks he might have the heavenly dragon spirit body, then white tiger, then vermilion bird. But when Mu Shen drinks the spirit blood, he experiences tremendous pain. All the elders realize that Mu Shen doesn't have any spirit body at all. He's just an ordinary person. This news troubles all the elders because now it will be very difficult for Mu Shen to survive in the dangerous world outside. Some elders suggest sending Mu Shen away from the village, but other elders argue that if they send him out, their enemies will find him and they'll all be killed. This disagreement leads to fighting among the elders, so Mu Shen stops them, saying he won't let his grandpas die. The village chief then stops everyone and reveals that Mu Shen isn't an ordinary person. He actually has a special domineering body. He explains that a domineering body is a supreme body type that can combine the strengths of all 4 spirit bodies. All the elders are shocked because they've never heard of a domineering body before, but they all consider the village chief to be very knowledgeable. The village chief tells them that awakening a domineering body requires the blood of the actual 4 spirits, but since they don't have that, they should continue hunting the descendant spirits and refining blood for Mu Shen. He also emphasizes that training is necessary so Mu Shen can properly absorb the blood. Hearing this, all the elders believe his explanation, though the poison master still has some doubts. Later, when the poison master is alone with the village chief, he confronts him, saying he knows Mu Shen is just an ordinary person and asks why he lied to everyone. The village chief explains that he wants to make Mu Shen believe he was born with a domineering body because he wants to see if the power of belief can make an ordinary person extraordinary and whether he can achieve things that even people with spirit bodies like them cannot. The training begins with all the elders teaching Mu Shen different skills. The poison master gives him refined blood daily, and when small cups aren't enough, he makes him drink entire tubs, claiming that a domineering body needs that much blood. Elder Butcher teaches him knife skills, explaining that speed can set the blade on fire, which is a supernatural power. Butcher also shows him his ultimate blade technique that can cut an entire city in half with one attack. Mu Shen notices that Butcher's waist is severed and his legs are lost, yet he still fights. Grandpa Ma teaches Mu Shen boxing, explaining that fist techniques can produce thunderous sounds, which is supernatural power. Ma Grandpa is missing one hand but still teaches Mu Shen the 1,000-hand Zen master technique. However, Mu Shen is still getting beaten by all the elders during training. Grandpa Tong teaches Mu Shen leg techniques, saying that legs are the root of wind, earth, and strength. He explains that if you run fast enough, you can run on walls, water, and even in the sky. This is the supernatural power of heaven-stealing legs. Mu Shen thinks to himself that even though Grandpa Tong's legs are very fast, someone still cut off one of his legs. Similarly, even though Grandpa Ma's fists are very strong, someone cut off his right arm. All these powerful grandpas have been hurt by someone, but since he has a domineering body, he'll become very powerful and protect all of them. That's why he'll train working very hard. We then see Mu Shen with the village chief, where Mu Shen tells us that this person is the most knowledgeable in their village and also the leader of their Canlao village. The village chief tells Mu Shen that the guiding skill he's practicing is actually called Domineering Body Triple Elixir Skill, which is specially designed for domineering bodies to circulate vital energy. Elder Blacksmith, Painter Master, and Blind Elder also teach Mu Shen different skills. Meanwhile, we see the Poison Master asking the village chief why he's teaching Mu Shen the most basic guiding skill from ancient times. The village chief explains that Mu Shen has no attribute for vital energy, so he can only practice the most basic skills. Hearing this, the Poison Master says that if Mu Shen can only practice basic skills, he won't be able to achieve anything great in the future. The village chief responds that Mu Shen has been practicing guiding skills since childhood and is now drinking 4 spirits' blood daily, which has made his vital energy very strong. The Poison Master argues that without attributes, this power is useless. He then asks the village chief how strong Mu Shen's vital energy currently is. The village chief tells him it's almost 50% of a spirit divine treasury. The Poison Master is shocked and asks if 50% equals 1 spirit embryo divine treasury. After thinking deeply, the Poison Master asks the village chief what level he thinks Mu Shen will achieve in the future. The village chief says he doesn't know, but perhaps Mu Shen could become the first person to reach the extreme level of guiding skills. The second episode ends with Mu Shen's training continuing, and he's truly starting to believe that he has a special domineering body.